During the month of February, we at Ronald Reagan Doral Senior High are taking the time to appreciate our career and technical education teachers. Also known as CTE, these teachers are responsible for developing and maintaining educational programs that prepare individuals for occupations important to Florida's economic development.
My name is Anna Medina Fernandez, and I teach Journalism 1 and 2 and Journalism Yearbook, which is Honors, Journalism Honors 3 and 4.
My name is Jamie Gant, and I teach AP Computer Science Principles, AP Computer Science A, which is Java, and Virtual Reality Coding 1 and 2.
My name is Mr. Silvera, and I teach film production and television, as well as RTV, the news program here at Ronald Reagan Doral Senior High.
This is my 10th year here at Reagan. I serve as the Library Media Specialist, Journalism teacher, Yearbook advisor.
I have been at Reagan for 7 years.
This is my second year teaching at Reagan, and it's been awesome so far.
My favorite part of the class is everything. First and foremost, I love teaching. I love the content. I love the idea of children understanding the importance of the free press, of a respectful discourse, the importance of certain rights guaranteed under the First Amendment, so they understand the Constitution, their rights as citizens, also the importance and the privilege that they have as journalists to provide news in a non-biased way, and to understand that when they view the news, whether it's on their phones on a feed or on the television, that they get every single angle of it, and that they become fully immersed in every aspect of American history as it's happening.
The favorite aspect of what I teach across all my classes is giving the kids the ability to create whatever they can imagine. So I'm teaching them how to program and how to make virtual reality environments, or teaching them how to program an app. They're able to take whatever ideas they have and create new technology that they can use that could help change the world.
My favorite part of teaching is being able to bring some film industry workplace experience to, such young minds. When I went to high school, I knew that what I wanted to do was work in the film industry, but there weren't many schools that were actually teaching this. I went to Dash, and even though we had a film program, we learned a lot of concept, and we learned some theory definitely, as well as some film history, but we didn't learn too much about the way a set operates, for example. We didn't learn too much about crew positions. We didn't learn a lot about the film language, and having come from that industry, it's something that I can now relay to my students, and it's very fun. It's very fun to be able to answer those questions of how does this happen in a movie, or how does that happen in a movie, who's responsible for this, and questions that I asked in high school and couldn't necessarily get the answer to.
My proudest achievement with my students has to be the fact that it's twofold. They understand the importance of free press. They learn a lot of technology, whether it's the design side, the photography side, the copy, the editing. I mean, just so many, I can't pinpoint just one. It's so many things the kids are learning. And the fact that we have a positive rapport. Some kids didn't sign up for Journalism 1 and 2, and they were kind of, placed in the class, and we're having a great time. They're telling me they like it, they participate, which is key, especially now in MSO. I know that sometimes, it's difficult to motivate kids, but I'm really excited because they're doing really well. I feel really blessed.
The proudest achievement with my kids has been probably the United States Congressional App Challenge. It's a competition across the United States for students to make any type of app that they want, and then they submit it, and they kind of judge it, and the kids get to go to Washington, D.C. and meet the congressman and president and all that type of stuff. So it started 4 years ago, and 3 of the 4 years, my students have won first place. And it's really big prestige for them to win and then be able to go to D.C. Last year we couldn't go, obviously, with coronavirus, but Everyone tries to beat us now because we're the standard.
I'd say at least one of my proudest achievements was last year. Mind you, I haven't been teaching here very long, but last year when we initially transitioned into virtual and it was increasingly difficult to have a full roster and full attendance because students weren't showing up, an administrator stepped into my virtual classroom and said, "Mr. Silveira, how did you manage to get 42 kids in here?" And I just guessed that people were having fun in my class, and that's something that I'm very pleased about, because I mean, I remember in school, who wants to be in school, but I like to think that film is fun. Who doesn't want to learn about movies? Who doesn't want to learn about film noir and westerns and the history of how all of this was made, how we got to where we got, you know? Like, yes, maybe we have Marvel movies right now, but once upon a time we had cowboy movies, and cowboy movies were the Marvel movies of the time. And it was really great to see all these kids who at the beginning of the year were so put off by the idea of watching old movies, just actually happy to be there.
In Ms. Correa's class, students learn about culinary arts and get a hands-on experience in the kitchen. Whether it's getting certified in Photoshop, filming the school news, or cooking a tasty treat, CTE is helping to prepare our students for the future.